The following is a fan-based discussion. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Top 10 Show.
Top 10.
Top, keep. Something finish. Top 10. We're doing Extra Rangers.
We're finishing up.
We are finishing up our color best ranger thingy that we were doing, and we are on to the rest.
Also known as a series. These are the leftovers. This
is the best of the rest.
And then we're going to go back to red with the worst.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
Haru. Hooray, Haran, Haru. But let's get started with this.
Some honorable mentions.
We have Zuban.
Ban.
Yes. Zuban from Bokenger. He was just funny. I liked him in things.
Does he have a ranger key?
He does.
Okay, that's my...
There was an episode where Doc used his ranger key and someone turned him into the sword.
And Luca also used it too.
Mm.
That's like the ultimate qualifier of, are you counted as a ranger? Do you have a ranger key that the Go-Geigers can use? And
which most of these people would.
And yeah, he was fun. Next is
Bulldog Fire.
He just looks awesome.
He's so cool. He just looks so cool. Like, he looks so different from basically any other ranger suit.
And we're gonna get another one kind of like him
with a soldier. But yeah, Wolzord just looks really cool. And I really liked, his art turning from the regular Wolzord to Wolzord Fire, and having to come back to the side of good in his actual show.
The light.
Yes, it's a really, really good suit. It's one of my favorites. I like this character too.
You also don't see the sword and shield used a lot in Sentai, which they should more.
And I'm liking that they're bringing that back. It was something that they sort of used in the older Sentai, like in Change Band, with the change sword. That was always a sword, no matter if it was a gun.
Change sword! Wait, what?
It shoots out miniature swords, also called knives.
Or daggers.
Ask Miss America.
But yeah, Wolzord Fire, great character.
Getting onto the list. Number 10, Kyoryu Cyan.
Ramirez
was just a fun character we weren't expecting in Kyoryu.
It's hilarious because his actor is, a white guy, a big white guy. It's just like, he speaks Japanese fluently, but the way that he did it as his character, he spoke like sort of stilted Japanese.
Because his character doesn't speak Japanese fluently.
Yeah.
And he came across as the point where people couldn't understand that he actually can speak Japanese. He's also half Canadian, and I don't care. I don't care what people say. I still think he's our roommate from the future, traveled back in time, because it's creepy. You
showed your roommate a picture of him and said, "Why am I a Sentai?"
Yeah, that's literally what he said. Why am I in a Sentai?
Ramirez is great though. I liked we didn't end up seeing him that much throughout Gokaiger
because he was dead.
Well, not Gokaiger. Sorry, Kyoryu. But yeah, he was dead. So, but yeah, he was really, really funny.
I could watch any season he was in, any scene he was in. Origato gozaimashita.
I was here like, oh god, it's painful. You were to me. But yeah, I really like Ramirez. He's just great.
And it was just an interesting color to see that we don't see
very
often.
First time you ever saw cyan. So yeah, that was new.
It was cool.
And we got it again, but it's sky blue.
Yes,
that works too.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Number 9, Black Knight Hyuga.
Again. Just looks cool.
Yes, he does.
And I like the character.
Yeah, he was also a pretty good character. He did a lot. He gave up his ability to, call in his fire and everything with his, the light and with the axe that went absolutely nowhere. The gigantic axe.
Yeah.
It went nowhere. Yeah. But, yeah.
But if Linkara has taught us anything, swords that can also become guns are awesome.
Yes.
And your neighbors are assholes.
Yeah, I hate them a lot. Edit this part out. But, yeah.
Nah, I think I'll leave it in.
The fact that his sheath is also a gun is just really cool.
Yeah. Sheaths that also become other things are also great.
Yes. Number 8, Geki Violet.
Our first Violet.
Yes. Mm-hmm. The first Violet we ever got.
And Master of Muay Thai, which was awesome to see in a Sentai.
Yeah, it was new. And that's the good thing about it. I really liked, he was the older brother of Blue. And I really liked, his actual character arc and trying to stop Rio early on in the show. Mm-hmm. And even though that doesn't end up working, it's good to see somebody else actually try to stop the main villain. I'm going to put that in major quotes.
Number 7, Battle Cossack 2.
This was just a very interesting character after we got so attached to the original Battle Cossack. And if you want to know our thoughts in more detail about these characters, go watch our first ever episode of Tokucast.
Might be a little difficult to get used to because there is no video and it's also just them two. So
yeah, we're just talking.
And the thing is, little do our viewers know, we tried to have video with that.
Didn't work.
Did not work out.
Didn't work.
No.
But yeah,
Moving on.
the behind the scenes history. Number 6, Stinger.
even though
This was okay. Just to put this in kind of a disclaimer, this list was made before the most recent episode of Q Ranger came out, because my opinion about Stinger has changed dramatically. I think he's now a bitch. But until then, he was a very cool and collected character, which that team really needed.
they didn't really end up having one because Lucky existed.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, having someone who use his abilities on a whole really different level. Each Q Ranger has their own special thing in some cases.
Unless you're lucky.
Yeah, unless you're just lucky, I guess. But he can use his tail to paralyze people and things like that. And seeing him when his brother first came in and them fighting with their tails was great. I like.
And then the end of that episode, great.
I like. Stinger it's really different to have a character that's just so different from the rest of them, who's really much more willing to work by himself in a team that large.
And I understand that he's he's recon. He's the first one on the ground. And he is scouting. That is his role. I think it's a really cool role. But he became a bitch. Moving on.
Number 5, Melee and Rio.
We put them together
because they're never apart.
It's true. But their story arc was great. They were the first set of villains who really got basically the entire story really focused on them. And that works really, really well. I really like seeing, just them having to grow as characters throughout that show instead of just, being just, I want to take over the world or something like that.
Of course.
It was great to have something just that much different.
See what you did there.
And yeah, I like both of them. I like Melee and her freaking level of I want to be with Rio Sama forever, loving him, and then pushing Long out of the way.
Anyway, great episode.
Number 4, Marcus's waifus, Balance and Naga.
Yes,
they're the greatest.
It's so good.
Balance and Naga.
Balance just brings the hilarity. Naga is just hilarious because of the fact that
he doesn't have feelings. I still think the best example was when Naga knocked himself out, but everybody thought somebody else did it. To the point where even Drago Commander was like, "Oh, I must have done it."
There was also what was it that
Also, who practices smiling while standing on a chair?
It was the episode before this last episode where they went to that planet to get one of the Q-Toms that they needed, and Naga just infiltrated the
Is this
island.
the luxury? Oh no, yeah, the island people. And Naga just literally walked up in their outfit. He's like, and he just became one of them.
It's great.
And they're like, because the monster of the week was pretending to be their lord and savior. And all of a sudden, and the monster accused the Q Rangers of being the villains. And even Naga was like, "You guys did that? Naga!
You were right here." This is such a good episode. I just really like both of the characters. Balance just makes me laugh. And he's voiced by Josuke.
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh god, I forgot about that. But seriously, Naga. That was like, you guys are the villains?
Dude, you were here.
Both are great characters. They're both just hilarious.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm crying.
I can. Number 3, Signal Man.
I hate all of
The
you.
greatest.
Signal Man is the best.
He's
the greatest. I love Signal Man so much.
Police safety.
He has a
Look both ways before you cross the street.
Matt bought his powering down.
Make sure you have, no cars coming.
Make sure you have no cars coming.
He hated the Car Rangers at the beginning.
He has a lovely singing voice.
Yes, he can sing.
If you want to escape him, just fly.
Yes, the sky is not his domain, only the roads.
Yes. But yeah, he's just a really, really funny character. I loved every single time he came
so
on screen.
Funny.
I still remember the first time they did the roll call in front of him.
Yes.
They all did the thumbs up, and Signal Man just stood in front of him and was like, yes!
Yeah! I'll join him too.
Yeah, great character. And I really liked his arc. He had the whole thing with his son and his family on the pet police. And he's a great
Power Ranger is amazing.
Yes, it was.
Number 2, Drago Commander.
Drago Commander is
hilarious.
He's hilarious, but you know he can back it up. He can get serious when he has to be, and then kick ass. Also love his suit.
His suit is amazing. I love anything with a short coat like that. Wizard.
Just realized, how is he not on our list?
Because he was already on the 6 Ranger list.
Got it. Making sure.
But yeah, Drago, he's just hilarious. I still love the episode where they fought the townspeople that were turned into zombies.
Oh yeah.
And he was sitting behind.
He sat down on a chair behind some screen. He's like, "Well, they do that. I'll just rest." And zombie arms. He's like, "Oh God, motherfuckers!
Don't do that." Yeah.
Because you sometimes forget he's older.
Shalambo is great.
Shalambo is amazing.
And I like his backstory a lot. The whole thing where he basically ended up getting...
he kind of had this leadership role thrusted upon him by his own mistake.
Yeah, because he got the previous leader killed.
Because he was, lucky.
Impulsive.
He was impulsive. And it's...
Yeah, that
a lot of these backstories are very good.
Yeah. I really wish I did more with Handy and Spana, but here we are. Number 1.
Deca Master.
Because he's the best.
Because he's badass. He has a cool suit. He has a cool sword. He's got a cool backstory.
And next week, he'll be meeting our number 2.
Will he? Oh, that's right. I forgot. The Deca Rangers are going to...
Deca Ranger crossover.
I forgot.
I'm very excited.
Oh, my God. So happy.
But he was just so cool. He was
his introduction.
Mentor. Yeah. We talked about it in the top 10 fights. But yeah, his introduction, he was the mentor of that team, yeah. But it's just he did a lot more than, just be the mentor. He was out fighting on the front lines with them quite a bit and seeing,
a Zordon who can get out of the tube and kick ass.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he did. Doggy was great.
Doggy Kruger.
He was so good. He was just
looked better in his Power Rangers equivalent in terms of the doggy part, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's just oh, God. I can't wait until we get to watch Deca Ranger. We got a while, but can't wait at all. It's going to be so good.
And just to let you all know, we are putting up a schedule
of our reviews.
Of our reviews. We are putting in pretty much every review that we're going to be doing for the next several years. I think we have we are going
in order-ish.
In order.
The only ones that the ish part is that there are a few that have question marks because we're not sure if we're going to be able to do them at that point or if we're going to do them, but we will have a list.
But have a look at the list. Chime off if you're looking forward to something that we're going to be doing.
Put in the description below.
Yes.
And also we've hit it, haven't we? Our 1,500 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wait, we hit 1,500?
Yeah. Last I checked.
We did.
Yeah. Hold on. Last I checked, we were at 1,497. That's not us.
No, that's someone else. There we are.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, whoa, nice.
1,500 subscribers.
Thank you.
We're gonna do another Q&A right now, only just because
they're fun to do.
They're fun to do for us, and we're gonna save the bigger stuff for the thousands. So at 2,000, we'll do something a little bigger. But we're gonna do another Q&A. Just put your questions in the comments. Put it on Twitter. I will take a look.
Please do.
And also,
I had a lot of fun doing the last one.
It was
these guys
a lot
did
of
too.
fun. So
sound off with the questions.
But that is our top 10 extra Rangers. As always, like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, blah, 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 blah. And we'll see you guys the next time around. Bye, everybody.
Bye.